Hey everyone, welcome back to Simply Blessed Crafts. I'm so happy you decided to stop by my channel, and I'm not going to waste any time. I have some great and cute Christmas DIYs for you, and we're going to get right into those. Let's get into them. DIY number 1. So here I took a big paper thing that I got from, I believe I got this one from Michael's, and I'm just going through and picking 3 different prints that I really like. I was kind of hemming around about that one, but I did settle on the trees there. So this is what we're going to be covering, you guys. I got these from Target. It's probably going on like 2 years now. I've had these in my stash. I fell in love with them when I first got them, and they've been sitting in my craft room for, yeah, going on 2 years now. So I'm just taking some of this paper, and I'm just taking my X-Acto knife, and I'm literally just going to cut right around them. I could have traced them and cut them out, but I was being lazy this day, and yep, I just cut right around them. I did this for all 3 of them. I didn't show all 3, I just showed this one. But you get pretty much the gist of it, so I'm pretty sure you guys can all handle scissors and stuff, so I figured you pretty much got the gist of it, and glue. So I just used my glue stick. I just glued it right down to the top of my wooden thing here and stuck it on. So if I had any excess, I either went with my sanding block or I went with my X-Acto knife, went around the corners. So yeah, I continued the other 2 houses, and here's how they turned out. So I'm decided to add some embellishments, of course. Oh, no, first of all, we're going to go around the edges of the house. I don't show all of these either. I wanted them to look really rustic, so I grabbed my antiquing wax with a baby wipe, and I'm just making them look weathered and dirty and all that. I go for a really rustic farmhouse look in my house. I really like to deck out my house in the farmhouse style, so these are really going to fit really well in my house. So I really wanted it to look dingy and all that. I even went over some of the edges of the scrapbook paper and everything like that. I really like the look of that, so I did that for all 3 of them. And then I took some greenery here. This stuff came from Amazon. I've had this in my stash for going on like probably 2 or 3 years now. 2 years. I believe it's 2 years. Maybe 1 year, I guess. I'm not sure. It all kind of blends together on here, guys. It really does. I'm sorry. But I cut, for the bigger house, I cut a big piece, and then for the 2 smaller houses, I cut little tinier pieces. So I cut 2 pieces for this one, but I only end up using the 1 piece. I glue the 1 piece, like you saw, kind of just down in the middle like that, and I decided not to use that one there. And then these here, I'm kind of gluing to the sides. Just give it a little embellishments. And then I grabbed some of these. These came from Dollar Tree. I have so many in my stash. They're just the little pine cones. And I just glued these little tiny pine cones down to the top of them. I have these sitting on my entertainment center right now, and they are so stinking cute, you guys. I fell in love with these. Just to finish them off, I grabbed some of my twine. This also came from Dollar Tree, and I'm just wrapping a little bit down at the very bottom of them. And I didn't count, just enough to make me happy, I guess. I probably didn't have to show you all of that either. Pretty sure you guys got the concept after the first one. But these are so cute. This is probably my favorite out of the three today. DIY number 2. So this one is a little bit longer because I screwed up and I wanted to show you guys my screw up. I did not cut everything out because of that reason. So this one is a little bit longer because I wanted to make sure you guys saw what I did and how I fixed it. So I got one of these from the Dollar Tree, and you saw that I just traced around there and cut it out. Now I'm just using my glue stick, and I'm just gonna glue it down. The scrapbook paper I got from Hobby Lobby. And I do go in, okay, well I kind of start trying to use my X-Acto knife to do this, but I do go in with a little bit of a sanding block, and then I start going in and using my my nail file. I get these from Dollar Tree as well. This is actually a great thing to use with this because of that edge right there. It's really hard to get in there with any kind of sanding block or anything like that, so a nail file works perfect for this project, to get all that excess paper off of it. So if you guys didn't know that trick. Once I had that all done, I did paint the rails on the sled black. And now I'm just gonna use the same paintbrush, and I'm gonna go over the edging just to kind of give it a little bit of that rustic look that I like for Christmas, or actually for any of my farmhouse look. If you don't like that look, you definitely can skip that. Again, this is a transfer that I got off of, I just searched on Google, rub-on transfers. And that's something that popped up. I did not get it off of Amazon or nothing like that. I just ordered it off of offline. But I showed you all the information there. But these are really nice because they're very easy to use. They're cheaper than IOD. Granted, I love IOD because you get great designs and everything. They're expensive. These are a lot cheaper. So to be honest with you, I'm glad that I screwed up on these and not my IOD ones. But I'm sad that it didn't work out on me, and I will show you exactly what I did. And you will see where I kind of screw up when I show you. First of all, when I'm lining it up here, I was thinking, oh yeah, that should fit if I cut it apart. No. It was way, excuse me. I can see it with me now looking at it, that it was leaning way over. When I had it leaning, looking at it in the, actually doing the DIY, I was like, oh yeah, it should be fine if I cut them apart and do it. Which is really nice. You can cut them apart and like piece them together. That's what's really nice about these transfers, that you can cut everything apart and, you know, piece them together the way you want them to do, which is exactly what I'm doing here. You can get them as close as you want and everything, you know. And everything was starting to turn out fine until I got to the Christmas part. And Christmas was just way too long. If you guys haven't used IOD transfers, you basically just stick it down, cut it out, line it up where you want it, stick it down, and then they give you a little rubbing tool that you kind of see me using there. You rub it on, and then you kind of just grab up, and this is called riding the wave. You kind of just grab up on a little edge, and you kind of just rub as you pull up. If there's anything that sticks that you don't want that is pulling up, you push it back down and you rub over that section, and then you pull up until it lays down where you want it to, and then pull up a little bit more, and then until it all lays down. And then see, this is where I screwed up. I laid it down and I'm like, okay, yeah, no, this needs to be cut off. So I tried pulling this up, and everything was doing fine except for that eye. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe the eye would be okay. So I decided to leave the eye there, and I grabbed up the rest of it. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll put the R next to it, and I'll put the R really close. But it's not the case, though. I should have had everything scooted over, way over, towards the other end. Because that C needed to be way over at that very, very end. And I still don't think it would have fit. It's still not. And I don't realize it until I get to the M. Once I get to, well, actually, once I cut out the T, I start kind of like, oh, I don't know. See, here I'm still like, okay, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Otherwise, it would have been really pretty. I mean, I was totally digging it. This right here is kind of like where I'm like, oh crap, I'm in trouble. I kind of pause right there like, oh, I don't know, I'm in trouble. What am I gonna do? This is kind of where I'm thinking really hard. I just don't know. But I cut it out. Alright, sorry about that, you guys. Was my phone ringing? So yeah, so anyway. So I do end up finishing this out and putting on the Christmas, but I don't really, I mean, I put on the M, and I am just at my frustration because I don't really know thought maybe I would, if I put the A and the S down there, it wouldn't look so bad. But I mean, let's be real, I was just frustrated and I didn't. But I did fill in, put down the greenery and stuff down there to maybe make it to where it wasn't going to look so bad. And then I put the A and the S down below. But to be honest with you guys, I actually like the outcome of it better than what I liked this anyway. So it was a happy mistake. So this is what we ended up having, and yeah, I didn't like it. So I ended up grabbing this scrapbook paper. This is the scrapbook paper that I used on the first house, on my other project, and I really liked the colors, so I just glued that down. I didn't show that. I mean, I kind of you saw me grab the paper and everything. I have this recycled paper. I got this from Upcycled by Bree. This was from last year. I'm not sure if she has any in stock now. I could not tell you any of that. Like I said, I still had some from last year, so I don't know nothing. But I just saw this image and I really liked it, the vintage Santa, so I thought this would be really pretty. Instead of using Mod Podge, because Mod Podge gets it really wet, and I didn't want the what do you call it, the print behind it to show up so bad behind it, so I decided I was going to use my glue stick, so it wouldn't wet it down so bad in the back end of it. So this is how I decided to put it down. I do use Mod Podge around the corners of it though to make it stick really well, and I do kind of show that. I just kind of go around the corners of it. Otherwise, the glue stick works great. Once that was all dry, I actually go in with some white. This is White Swan by DIY. And I'm just going around the entire border of it, just to kind of make it look snowy. I kind of thought it looked kind of like a little window and stuff. Hey, no bark. You gotta be quiet. Shh. We're not barking. I thought it looked like a little window, so I thought it was like really cute, like Santa was peeking in the window. It doesn't really make sense on the sled, but I thought it turned out really pretty. So I don't know, I just decided that I was gonna do this, and I really love it. So here now I'm taking some old greenery that I have in my stash. Just taking some off of this, some old picks. As you see, I did not change the greenery, oh my goodness, the scrapbook paper on top, because most of it was going to be covered up anyway. And nothing was wrong with that one. I took this ribbon. This ribbon was actually, it's kind of a cloth ribbon. I believe this one actually was a ribbon that came from a blanket that I got from a Christmas present from, I don't know, probably either last year or the year before. And I thought it was really pretty, so I just kept it in my stash. I just glued down some of my greenery here and folded up my bow. I just did the awareness bow and then scrunched it in the middle. And then got some of my jute twine and tied the middle up. Fluffed my bow up some and and we're just gonna glue that right down in the middle. I do dovetail these. Now, does anybody else have to think really hard about which direction you have to dovetail your ribbons? Sometimes I really have to think of it. I don't know. I just grabbed some more of this different kind of greenery. This stuff I think I got from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I don't remember which one. It might have been Michael's. And here I'm just putting back on my little jute twine that I cut off the rungs there on my little sleigh, so we can hang it up on the door if I wanted to. Although it doesn't work here in Minnesota because it freaking gets so cold that my hot glue would come off. But there he is. Let me know, guys, what you think. DIY number 3, and this one is so simple. I had this cup in my stash forever. I actually, before I even had my channel going, I painted this white. It is a thrift store find, and I decoupaged it. And I've had it in my stash. Biscuit, would you stop? I am busy. I have decoupaged it, and I have had it sitting in my stash and had just pens and stuff in it. I decided today that I was going to mix it up a little bit, and I was going to grab one of these rub-on transfers, and I was just going to put this on it. Stop, please. I am sorry, guys. I'm sorry for her barking in the background. We got some neighbors doing some housework, and everybody in the neighborhood that walks by our house, she has to bark at, so. Stop. I was trying to do this voiceover without her barking. But anyway, we just added that little rub-on transfer down to it. I grabbed some floral foam and stuck that down to the inside. And then I grabbed some of these little, grabbed one of these little bottle brush trees that I got from Dollar Tree this year, which I think are absolutely gorgeous. And I just cut off the little bottom of it and just stuck it right down. I did have a little bit of issues here. I was trying to think if I wanted this top piece. I glued the little top down to it, but I was having issues with it sticking. So I wasn't sure what we were gonna do here. Yeah, it just wasn't sticking with the glue, so we pulled it out. I was trying to get this piece out here because it was just covered in glue. I just flip it around and just stuck the tree down. And that's it. That's how it turned out. I thought this one turned out super cute too, guys. Tell me, guys, down below what you guys think. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. If you're new, welcome. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I hope you guys stick around. If you're, if comment, let me know, guys, what you guys think of the channel, and let me know if you guys have enjoyed having the white background on my table. Haven't gotten any comments yet, but let me know if it's a little bit brighter, if it works better. Give me a like down below, click that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, I'd greatly appreciate it. Leave me a comment, it really helps my channel grow, and I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will have a collab for you guys on Wednesday, on the 1st of November, and I hope you guys all have a safe weekend, and a happy Halloween, and God bless, bye-bye.